Detroit is launching a new self-driving shuttle program for seniors and those with disabilities. CBS News Detroit's Kelly Vaughn took a ride in one of those shuttles to see if it's something people can get on board with. So what'd you find, Kelly?
It's a mixed bag, Shayna. Now, this program, it's meant to give people independence and mobility. These cars will take passengers to the store, to a doctor's appointments, or any other destination free of charge. Now, we spoke with some seniors who say this all sounds great, but they wondered if it was safe and how it all works. So I went and checked it out for myself.
Want to go for a ride?
Edwin Olson is the CEO and co-founder of May Mobility, the company out of Ann Arbor that earned Detroit's $2.4 million contract to create the autonomous shuttle service.
And we might even wonder why people were driving cars at all in the first place.
Their cars are covered in radars, lasers, and cameras that allow the vehicles to look in every direction at all times.
Turns green, our camera sees that, and then make sure that there's nobody in the way.
Passengers won't be completely alone in the car, at least for the start of the program. The cars will have a safety operator behind the wheel, but they're not driving. They're there to answer questions, assist wheelchair users if needed, and could take control if necessary. The driving is done by this computer in the passenger seat. It continually runs real-time simulations, imagining thousands of possible scenarios at any given moment.
The computer is running a tournament to decide which of these is the best strategy for the situation that we're in.
May Mobility has a similar shuttle program running in Minnesota and Arizona. In Detroit, the pilot will target seniors and those with disabilities. But will they trust self-driving cars enough to use them? People at St. Patrick's Senior Center in Detroit are split.
I don't think I would use it. It's just a little too scary. People drive too crazy nowadays.
I wouldn't want to be in a self-driving machine and it break down.
However, autonomous vehicles bring autonomy to passengers.
That's the biggest thing. As being a senior, older I get, I'm really afraid that I don't want to have to depend on anybody. I want to keep my independence.
To help build trust, the shuttles are being tested at the University of Michigan's M-City.
It's just like a miniature city.
Henry Liu is the director of M-City, a test track with all of the attributes of an urban environment. It's also mixed reality, so simulated vehicles can interact with the car being tested.
The red and the vehicle and the green vehicle, they actually get into a crash.
To make the simulations as realistic as possible, they've collected data from the real world, like from this roundabout in Ann Arbor. In 1 month, they collected data from 5 real accidents there and around 500 near-miss accidents.
We want to be able to replicate similar near misses or crashes in the simulation.
M-City is currently testing the autonomous shuttles to make sure they can operate at the level of a human driver.
They still have rooms to improve. And human drivers, it's on average, it's hard to beat.
He says with time and with the help of artificial intelligence, the underlying challenges will be resolved. May Mobility says they plan to deploy the shuttles in June. Now, this pilot program, it's starting out in 2 zones in Detroit. We have the full list of the neighborhoods that are included on our website, but this is just the start. They say they plan to use this program to gather more data and to gain confidence and trust in the public for future programs.
So confidence and trust after being in there yourself. How do you feel about it?
I felt good. You know, we're sticking in urban environments, so our cars aren't going very fast. But there were 2 instances that were really interesting. The first was we're going to make a right-hand turn, and there was pedestrians. And the software is conservative. If they see pedestrians, they're going to wait. But the pedestrians were waving us to go. But the guy in the passenger seat isn't controlling the car.
Right.
So we waited, and they were waving, and it was a little awkward. But eventually, the pedestrians crossed, and we went. And the second was a moving truck stopped in front of us, blocking our entire roadway. And to go around, the car would have to cross a double yellow line, which, again, they don't do that. So there's actually a remote operator that can monitor the cars from another location. And when they run into these sticky situations, they can alert the remote operator, who can then look at the camera and say, okay, you're good to cross the double yellow line and get back in the lane. And they approved it, and we went around it.
Okay, that's a little reassuring. It's complex. It takes a whole village.
Yes. And they're doing a lot of research, so it's going to get there.
Yeah, all right. I have a feeling we're going to see more of that in the future. Great story. Thanks, Kelly.